A historic game, Sundowns 7, Siwelele FC 4. This is the first time, according to statistics, that a game of PSL has had 11 goals. The highest number of goals in the PSL has been 9, above 8-1, above 5-4, and all of that. But here we saw a banger. But how did we get to having 11 goals in one game? I've written some points here and we're going to go through all 5 of them. Hello and welcome to the Cutback with Umpilo. Here we talk about South African football, and if you do enjoy me making post-match reaction videos about Pirates and Sundowns, let me know in the comments and then I will make more continuing and going into the new season. Now, the first thing that we need to say and talk about is good attack, poor defense on both sides, because Sundowns come out, they score 5 goals in the first half, but then they concede 1. Kato also says something in the post-match interview, says that, yeah, obviously, if you play that high-risk football, you're going to be open at the back. I'm like, okay, I get that, coach, I get that. But the goal that they conceded in the first half, it was all Ndamani's doing. It had nothing to do with the risk of going forward and leaving yourself exposed. It was just an individual error, which unfortunately, since Sundowns also considered a penalty, and at the same time, the other goal that was shot in the near post, you feel like Williams should have done better. You feel like Ndamani should have been tighter. So that's just poor defending combined with a lot of things. And the only one goal that I can think might have gone in maybe is the second goal. But it's questionable, man. It's not how a team that is playing in the Champions League final is supposed to play. It's not how a team that is trying to preserve their advantage on top should play, because Pirates have a goal difference of 41. This is before they play their game against Marquis, right? So they had a goal difference of 41, and Sundowns had a goal difference before this match that was way off. But by scoring 7 goals without response, they would have matched it. So their goal difference was 34 plus 34. So if they had scored 7 goals, which they did, it was going to go to plus 41. But since they considered 4 goals, now the goal difference goes back to plus 37. So they are now 4 goals behind Orlando Pirates because they just couldn't defend. And better believe Pirates is now going to open that gap and make it even bigger, which is just going to be problematic. But then what happened in the second half is the worst thing that could happen, because Cardoso obviously sees that Matthews is injured. He's like, I need to take him off. And we now can look at this and say those subs were not right. But obviously it does not always happen like that. For example, you had Sales coming on for Matthews. I thought at the time the priority would have been Reyners. Reyners can come off the left and attack, and he's quicker, and they're also playing with pace. I thought the most ideal change was Sales, but it's fine. He is the coach. Mkhulise comes on for Mokoena. Mkhulise is susceptible to slowing the game down. He's that kind of a player. And by the way, he's playing for Sundowns, so they are used to controlling and keeping the tempo low as possible until they want it to go even faster. So you saw Mkhulise, there were times where Williams gets the ball, he rolls it to him, and instead of sprinting with the ball because there's space in front of him, he starts by pushing it and jogging. I'm like, this guy's not reading the game at all. And he's not reading the situation that they need to score more goals. And then Unsabeleng. Unsabeleng, I've watched him, a few games of him at Sundowns. He's always been brilliant. But today, it wasn't there. And Reyners, when he eventually came on for Leon, I was surprised that they took off Leon. It's not like he was tracking back. He could have stayed forward. He's in the zone. He scored 3 goals. You're thinking, just keep him there. But you have to think about the fact that it wasn't a lost cause, but you can't lose Leon before the Champions League because he had a muscle pull. So all these changes that the coach made, you might look at them and say they were wrong. But then would you rather, like imagine this, they keep Leon, the score ends up being 7-4, and Leon gets injured. Now they lose the league and they lose the Champions League. So, you must pick your battles here. And another thing, obviously, is that when Modiba Naye gets tired and gets taken off, Lunga does not bring any solutions. Instead, it just makes the game worse, which always sucks. Always sucks. It felt like I was watching my team, the one that I support. I won't name it because usually my team, when they make subs, the game becomes worse than it was before. So, but here there's reason, because they're trying to rest players. So it was that thing. And Yabona, when we talk about decisive moments in this point number 3, when we look closely to slowing off the game down, this thing of being used to this game, there are games where you are winning and you're like, okay, we need to slow the game down because it's going to get out of control. There was no need for control in this game. They wanted goals. They needed goals. And they are better quality. If they keep on running at Swelele, they were going to keep on breaking, as they did. But then baqala umkhulisa bafuna ukuyislow it down, and you could see good, now this guy is slowing the game down. Why are they not trying to hit them as quickly as possible? But also what disappointed me with this game, I will tell you, the pitch was slippery. There was, I think I saw Mahaman slip twice, I saw Reina slip twice in the pitch, and many other players, but I'm naming these ones because those were like decisive moments. Reina was in the box, could have scored there, but then he slips, and there was a slip in the box as well. So those moments were also disappointing, Guti. For such a big game in South African football, we're still talking about pitches not being properly maintained, that they can't drain water because it was raining. It just does not make any sense to me. Now, I also have to talk about the penalty, because there is a part of me that feels like it was soft, but then again, we're not cooking eggs here. It's not soft or hard. If there's contact and it's in the box, although I'm not sure that it was in or outside, because I saw that there was contact, then the player ended up tripping on himself because of that initial contact. So it was a penalty. Now, I think that Pirates have won this league, and I remember I made a prediction earlier on when I saw how Pirates were playing, and I was saying that Pirates had won the league because Sundowns were or are even now in the CAF Champions League, and at some point that thing would affect them. Now in this game, it did affect them, because Sundowns could have easily, if they'd kept to Leon, if they were not thinking about Santos having just returned from injury, not thinking about the final, they would have just kept all their players and said, you know what, you have one more game on Tuesday. We need to push here because this is it. This is all we have. But Pirates are able to play at 100 kilometers per hour, and they've been able to do that the entire season. Let's say 150 kilometers per hour, because they know that if they play on a Saturday, they're going to play their next game next week Saturday, because they don't have CAF Champions League to play in. So that thing that I predicted and said earlier on in the season has affected Sundowns in this way. And yes, I know Sundowns, if Sundowns don't lose or don't draw to Chiefs, none of this is here. But look at the other games that Sundowns have played, where they will play, score one goal, and just control the game until its conclusion. Why? Because they were saving energy. Why? Because they're playing in the Champions League. So that whole shebang has come back to haunt Sundowns. But let me tell you something. I don't think the management of Mamelodi Sundowns will be disappointed if Sundowns lose the league but end up winning the Champions League. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section, please.